Lisa Spencer, I thought you'd like to know Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova lost her tennis match yesterday in Paris.
Wow. Now, I did like to know that. Thank you. And you pronounced that very excellently. Yeah.
Our conversation with Lisa in the Department of Human Services is brought to you by Marcus and Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. So we talk with Lisa once a month, and usually we don't have such a cool thing to talk about as we do today, because you just went through and enjoyed the Family Nature Palooza at Blue Spruce Park. How was that?
Yeah, that one is actually my favorite event. I love Blue Spruce Park, favorite park in the county, and Ed Patterson and his crew do such a great job maintaining all the areas for the park. So we were out there on Saturday. It was a beautiful day. This was our 11th Family Nature Palooza. The only time I think that maybe rain came in between 2 and 2:30, but people just shut down for a little bit, and then they opened up their booths again. So that it worked out really well. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. We had 178 families come through.
Wow!
So that was up from last year. We had 162 families last year, but we had 178 families. We had 297 adults in attendance, 337 children, for a total of 634 people in the park, and that's just for the attendees. That doesn't include all the people who were there to volunteer their time to have the tables and do the demonstrations and just interact and engage the families just to have some fun.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of folks who showed up, and not all of them went to see Kathy Abbey Baker. Some of them went to see the animals too, huh?
Yes, the spiders are quite popular, although we stayed away from there. But a couple fun things happened. There was actually a snapping turtle that was laying her eggs, and so we had to call Ed's team up to make sure we sectioned it off because those are very dangerous, and it was right by Pavilion 3. But as soon as they had gotten down there, she must have already gone back to the water. As soon as they lay the eggs, they go back to the water. But the eggs were there, so everybody could see the eggs. So that was kind of a neat thing. And then my neighbor had told me when they were out there, they saw the mom sitting on the eggs, and then she left. And then they had gone out to Yellow Creek for a walk, and they had seen a snapping turtle out there. So they had already known what it was because of Family Nature Palooza. So that was fun.
Yeah.
The other thing was Justice Works Youth Care did fishing out there, and it was so popular this year. It was so popular. They were catching fish after fish in the morning, and it was really fun to watch the families go down and try their hand at fishing. Of course, the Creekside Fire Department is always the fan favorite. Everybody loves the Creekside Fire Department. They have a little obstacle course for the kids to go through, and they always have the helmets that they get to wear after they become, a firefighter for the day. So it just, all in all, I really enjoyed it. I was up at registration where I'm always at, so I got to see the gliders. That was actually a really fun thing, too, because it's just free play with gliders and the badminton. And we saw the kites flying across the road. The Boy Scouts were there, and they did slingshots this year. That was incredibly popular, and the bike rodeo. So those are the things I could see, but there were many other tables down in the shade and down near where the food was. So all in all, great day.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a good time and a great fun time for families to get together. And wow, they actually had that. Did they pay special for that snapping turtle to come up and do her job up there by the pavilion?
No, she's the only one that didn't get paid. So we appreciate nature. No, we did. We gave a stipend to the person, the spider whisperer that was there. We had to pay the spider whisperer and the face painting person, and then we try hard to give a couple stipends out because the Simple Blessings Farm brought out their ponies, and we always appreciate that because children love the ponies. So they had a chance to see those and try to help out the Creekside Fire Department. All the fire departments are, having trouble, fundraising for money. So we always try to give a little stipend to them as well for showing up. But they always tell us it's their favorite event of the year. So that's fun.
Of course. All right. So let's move on to something else. The Indiana County Speaks Up survey. You took a good long time to collect all of the data, and then you figured out what the data was telling you, and now you want to tell us. You've got a town hall meeting coming up, right?
So we had one out in Clymer on May 23rd. We were very fortunate to work with the Housing Authority of Indiana County, and they allowed us to use their community rooms in Clymer and Blairsville for free. So that was really nice collaboration between all of our agencies. And so Kathy and I had gone out to both places. We had 3 people in attendance, and then 5 would have been with Kathy and me. But the discussions were so different because the first one, after we go through the presentation, Kathy made a really very nice PowerPoint presentation, and the first one was really child care driven, just the discussion afterwards. After Kathy does the presentation, then I talk more about the comments. And then the second in Blairsville was more about just overall needs for families and different individuals, throughout Indiana County. So, you never know with different people where the conversation's going to go. But what we're trying to do for the comments section in particular, because everybody can read the comments online. They're all posted on our website. They're sorted by categories and by zip code. If you go to the Department of Human Services website, click the Information tab, go down to the bottom where the folders are, and then you can see all that. We're also going to be putting up this presentation, this PowerPoint presentation, after we do the Indiana session. That'll be our last one. So we try to get the comments from around the area. So I pull up the zip codes around, Clymer, for instance, and I pulled up all the zip codes around there and pulled all those comments and I did the same for Blairsville, all the zip codes around Blairsville, because I want people to understand and pull out what their neighbors are saying, and so, maybe that would be something where if there were enough people that were interested in something and they wanted, to ask about changes or whatever, then they can go talk to their, borough councils and their, executive people that lead their municipalities or the mayors. So the whole goal is to see if we pushed out all of this information as far into the community as we could. We sent it so many places, and our hope is that the agencies and businesses will look at that and, really listen to what people had written so that they could kind of incorporate some of these changes into either their programming or how they run their businesses. Mm-hmm. And some of them are extremely, extremely thoughtful comments, and they make so much sense. So it would be great if we could have people on the agency and business side respond positively to making, better changes for Indiana County residents.
Yeah.
So the next one will be tomorrow night. Mm-hmm. In Saltsburg on June 8th. It'll be from 6 to 7:30 at the Saltsburg Borough Office. That is at 320 Point Street, right down in Saltsburg. And so I'm hoping that Kathy will be there, but if she can't make it, then at least I'll be there. And we'll go through the PowerPoint presentation and the comments, and hopefully we have a good crowd there. The last one we're doing is in Indiana, and that will be June 13th. So that's next Tuesday, and that will be from 6 to 7:30 as well here at the Career Link in our large conference room. But that will also be the one that the Zoom option. People can choose a Zoom option for that too. So if you want to pre-register online for the Zoom option, then you can just go to the Children's Advisory Commission.org website or the Human Services -countyofIndiana.org website and click on the tabs. So you can go pre-register if you want to Zoom on those. So we have several people signed up for Zoom already.
Yeah. All right. So tomorrow is Saltsburg, 6 to 7:30 at the Saltsburg Borough Office.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then, Yeah, we tried to get one up in the Rossiter area and over in Arma, but we could not find a space. Unfortunately, we don't have the money to rent space with this program, so we had to go with all the free spaces that we could get. And so we really, like I said, want to thank the Housing Authority and thank the Salzburg Borough Office. And CareerLink is where I work. I'm in the back of CareerLink, so that's actually across from the drive-in theaters on Indian Springs Road here in Indiana. So it's nice that we have access to a large conference room here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So Indiana County Speaks Up survey results and then the town hall meetings where you can ask questions and get responses. Those will be happening tomorrow and then again on Tuesday. Salzburg tomorrow, Indiana on Tuesday, right?
Yes. Yep. Come out and see us. And, it's kind of nice to see the participation, too. I think Indiana will be the largest attendance just because it always seems to be. But we were, happy. We tried daytime hours last year, or 5 years ago, I should say. This is only done every 5 years. Mm-hmm. So this time we tried evening hours to see if it made a difference. And it really didn't make a difference, but it was very interesting to the people who attended. They were very happy that they took some time out to see the results. Yeah. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, good work. Yeah. Good work, Lisa. Thanks so much for the visit this morning, too.
Okay, all right. And I shall talk to you in a month. Have a great day.
You too. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.